Good morning, friends, and welcome back to my kitchen. Today we are going to do a ferment, and we are going to do that with these peppers that I just harvested from the garden. I've got some beautiful cayenne peppers and some beautiful jalapeños. So let's get to fermenting. All right, friends, for this recipe, I found this book at Tractor Supply, and it's Can It and Ferment It. And it has tons of different recipes of canning and fermenting small harvest foods. So we are going to be doing jalapeno sauce, and I'm going to follow the same recipe for my cayenne peppers. So let's get started. All right, friends, step one is we are going to be making our brine. I have 6 cups of water here because I'm doing 2 different ferments, but the recipe calls for 3 cups of water to 1.5 tablespoons of kosher salt. Now we're going to let this completely dissolve. You want to make sure your salt is all dissolved before you add it to your vegetables. So let's get started on our second step, which is cutting up our vegetables and putting them into their jars. All right, so I'm going to start first with my jalapeños. Remember, when you're working with any peppers, make sure you are wearing some rubber gloves when you are working with your peppers. For this recipe, it says to just cut off the tops of your jalapeños. Make sure your jalapeños are washed and then put them into your jar. I will be doing half of them that way, and the other half I'm actually going to be taking the seeds out. I do not want this so spicy to where I can't enjoy it or my husband can't enjoy it. So I'll be leaving some of them whole, and the other ones I'll be cutting in half and removing all the seeds. The recipe also calls for 10 cloves of garlic. So I'm going to go ahead and smash these and remove all of the skin and put these in as well as I'm filling up my jar. Alright, friends, so I have both my jars filled with peppers, and I also put 10 cloves of garlic in each one. So now we are going to go ahead and fill these with our brine. And you want to make sure that you have 1 to 2 inches of brine above your peppers. It smells really good. So I'm going to be using my fermenting kit that I got from Ball, and this lid automatically will burp for you, so I don't have to open it and release the gases. It will do it for me. And there we go. Our peppers are completely submerged with the brine, and I'm going to do the same with the jalapeños. And there we have it, friends, the beginning of our ferment for our jalapeños and our cayenne peppers. So we are going to sit this for 3 weeks in a temperature between 60 and 75 degrees. That is my kitchen. So I'm going to leave it here on the counter over it by the stove and just let this ferment for 3 weeks. All right, friends, it has been 3 weeks, and now it is time to go ahead and finish our pepper sauce. I've got my cayenne pepper as well as my jalapeños. So let's get started with the next step. All right, friends, so there's something I do want to show you that is on this ferment that you're most likely going to find in your ferments as well. So I'm going to bring you a little bit closer so you can have a better look at what I'm talking about. All right, friends, so here we have our cayenne pepper, and what you see in here is not bad. This is natural when you do ferments. This is calm yeast, and it is perfectly safe, but we are going to go ahead and skim it off. This one is the jalapeños, and it still has some of the calm yeast, but this is okay. This is safe, and this is what you're going to find a lot of times in your ferments. Don't worry about it. We're just going to remove it. All right, so we're going to go ahead and remove our ring. And I'm going to go in with a wooden spoon, and I'm going to try to remove as much of the calm yeast as I can. Another good way to tell if your ferment is not bad is smell it. And this definitely smells yeasty as well as peppery. All right, starting first with the cayennes, you're going to go ahead and pour it into a colander with a bowl underneath. Go ahead and pour all of your peppers into a blender. Go ahead and put your blender and your lid on, and we are going to start blending this up. As it blends, we're going to add our brine to it up until it's the consistency that we want it to be. Now that my sauce is at a consistency I want, I'm going to be putting it back into a mason jar. I've got my funnel as well as a nice fine meshed sieve. We're just gonna pour this in, and then we'll use the back of a spoon to help get all the juices to come out, and we will discard any of the peppers that we don't want. All right, friends, our cayenne is done, and we're just gonna repeat the same process with our jalapenos. All right, friends, so there you go. Our peppers are done, and now we have sauce that we're gonna put into the refrigerator. I have some great jars here that I use for my kombucha, but I don't have any kombucha right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and use it for my ferment. All right, friends, so now that this is done, we're gonna go ahead and place this into the refrigerator. You wanna stop the fermenting process, so that is putting it into the refrigerator. It's still gonna ferment a little bit at a time, but this will make it last a whole lot longer. And don't forget, if you do use these bottles, just come periodically and open them to release any gases that might be in there so they don't explode on you. So I hope you give this recipe a try. I hope you like it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share with your friends and family. As always, I hope all is well and have a blessed day. Really liquidy, probably a little bit too liquidy, but.
Whoa. Oh, that was good.
Is that good?
Yeah, that one's the bomb.
And then this is the cayenne one. That one's a little bit
Hot?
thicker. Not that hot.
It's good.
Is it good?
Not hot.
No? So I'm thinking of using that for like wing sauce.
Mm. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Oh my God, they're good. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about this Boston hat.
It's hot? What are you talking about not hot?
The red one?
Yeah.
No, not for, the green one. Don't try the green one.
Oh.
Try the green one. Now that green one, you'll see the difference.
I'll just get a little bit.
No?
No.
What?
The green one is a lot more mild, I think.
Oh my God, we have different
Yeah.
different taste buds.
I like that green one
That's a
though.
good one.
That one's
I
good.
thought it was hotter.
Mmm.